Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walter, and I missed yesterday's upload due to just plain old losing track of time. So I apologize for that, everyone. I knew I had to work, and for some reason my brain said, "Nah, you'll be good. Don't worry about it." And then next thing I know, I look up and like, "Oh, I have to go." Oops. So apologies. That was my bad. I screwed up. There was nothing major going on, and even though my mental state is still iffy, it wasn't like I was. If that's where we're gonna start. It wasn't like I was just going, screw it, no one's gonna care. I just plain lost track of time. So apologies, everybody. Now, this particular run is nothing necessarily special. I just wanted to play around with some stuff that's a little bit close range. Mostly because I'm still kind of trying to get used to the idea. Admittedly, these guys are making life difficult for me. There we go. We're finally through them. What the hell? Why was that room so difficult? Highlight of the run. A bunch of sentinels just make life difficult for me. How are you still alive? How are you special? Yep, Cecil's having the time of his life here because he can hear the other birds outside. Who am I kidding? They both are. Listen to them. And they're good birds. They like to communicate. And good communication is the key to a good relationship, after all. I'm also noticing this build is very good at building up a signature. Okay, so I found the boss chamber. That's nice, but there's other things I'd like to find. Trying to build up a run here, damn it. Don't care about flame breath. Don't care about circuit line. Alright, so what is it that I could really use? I might take Inferno Cannon, but that's also going to depend on what relics are for sale. Oh, what is this? Electric and fire. There's only so much I can do about that because I don't have an electric. Now, if I'm willing to take a chance, I know I can go buy circuit line and use that. But the question is it worth it? Well, I'm seeing Cartographer's Quill here. I know that's worth it. Alright, so that's going to be two very, very effective damage boosts. And what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to get a good wind and a good electric. That way we've got, I guess you could say this is a Captain's Ring run. I am quite a fan of Captain's Ring. But it's also because I'm typically a fan of multi-element runs. Like, I really like the idea of just going in with a smattering of elements to fit whatever situation I'm in. That doesn't mean that runs that have a high focus on one element in particular are bad. Far from it. It's just that's my silly little preference. You can say what you want about my silly little preference, but it's been working well for me so far. Got anything good for me? Not really. I don't want to change my dash, but at least I did it. Alright, so after Cartographer's Quill, Yuffie's Shawl is nice, but it's... Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab that. I'm not keeping it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop over here, see if this yields anything good, and it didn't. But at least I had the resources to open it. All right, let me go get my good spell back. Do I want any of those? I think I'm gonna wait. Yuffie's shawl is also not particularly important for the build. Alright. So what? If you're going for a power build, why did you choose the Tempo Robe? Reason number 1, cooldown reduction. Reason number 2, the run speed. And those are pretty much the 2 reasons why you choose anything of that nature, but I figured... Oh, hello, Ice Fairy. I mean, that pretty much takes precedent over everything. But the run speed increase is good for dodging and repositioning. Mostly repositioning, to be honest. Ugh. Guten Tag, Herr Doctor. I see you there. Activate her portal, and if I find just a nice useless spell, I can just bring it back to her. Lovely. I think there's a good chance I'm getting ill, but I'm hoping not. And don't worry, it's not with that. No, I mean, like, I don't know, I just don't feel right. Really hard to go any further than that. Oh, I don't have the money? Oh, well, son of a bitch. Just like real life, I don't have enough money. Damn me and my inability to hold on to earnings. But typically when I see run speed, I'm not picking it up just because it's convenient. Typically when I pick up run speed, my thought is, okay, this will make it easier for me to dodge and reposition. I mean, it's kind of the same thing when I pick up run speed bonuses in Binding of Isaac. Again, it's not necessarily about convenience. It's more so about how it'll allow me to effectively reposition myself on the battlefield. The convenience factor is just a nice little added bonus. There we go. Unfortunately, with Shattering Strike, I have an attack that can actually hit those explosive barrels from a distance. Earth Wind. Oh, okay. So that's an incentive for me to grab the Tearing Whirlwind, but I don't really want Tearing Whirlwind. That, to me, just seems like a bad idea. But it's also about the only thing I'm going to be able to break that with. So, the question is, do I accept that, or do I aim for something else? My first thought is aim for something else. It's not that important to undo that lock. And the Flame Strike upgrade is ultimately more important. Now chests with 3 locks on them, that's a whole nother story. Oh yeah. And what do you do? Conqueror's Cloak. All mages and summoners have their spells limited. Okay. I am totally okay with that. By the way, speaking of Binding of Isaac, I'm aware that I've already brought this up, but hey y'all, Repentance comes out on the 31st, supposedly. I mean, Edmund McMillan himself sent out that update, so I'm hoping it's real this time. Though again, that's not exactly the most promising thing in the world, because he was the one who had said that it was coming out by Christmas of last year. I think he's trying to give himself a nice wide berth, because usually these Binding of Isaac expansions, especially when you're talking about the ones the size that he's working on, can get to be pretty big. Alright, got an opening. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough to win the fight, but it got me close enough. No. Not that I have an issue with wards, just not necessarily what I'm going for. Alright, come on, Shu, load your castle. Load your Sky Palace. You know you want to. But I also know that these Binding of Isaac updates tend to be not only hefty, but there's usually a lot going on when coming up with the synergies for the different items, how they're going to affect everything else. So that's partially what I'm looking. Well, no, that's a big part of what I'm looking forward to, is seeing what the new items do, what sort of new synergies we get. You know, how will this fundamentally change the game? But no lie, I've been looking forward to Repentance for a while. That's kind of why I made this. Kind of why I announced the release date a second time. But if things don't go the way that they're planned, it also wouldn't be the first time. Though I have to imagine when Edmund said that it would be coming out by Christmas of 2020, he had no idea that we would be in the middle of a global pandemic. Like, how many people successfully predict things like that? Yeah, keep an eye out for that. I'm also curious as to what you guys think of going back to my roots with Binding of Isaac. The reason why I stopped playing it is mostly because I guess there's a part of me that said, you know what, there's a bunch of other YouTubers and streamers that play Binding of Isaac. Not a whole lot that do Wizard of Legend. And even with this being my most watched series, it's again not like it's breaking records or anything, but it's good for me, and that's the important part. Well, I'm never against the idea of a good defense. And I'll have to determine whether or not I want Ancient Fountain Pen, or if there's going to be an Arcana I want to purchase. Hello, sir. Honestly, you can take this. With a little bit of extra cash in my pocket, there's a chance I might not need to choose. Crystalline Balestra. Honestly, I might leave Crystalline Balestra alone, Well, no, because I already have an Earth Arcana. No, what I need is Wind and Electric. Yeah, I'm stupid. Wait, so I think just based on my choices, what do I do? The Crystalline Balestra or the Ancient Fountain Pen? Ancient Fountain Pen could have big results, but I'm also still... Ow. Ow, 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 ow. You're a jerk. I guess where would I see better returns? Really hard to say. I'm just gonna ignore that was a little glitchy and weird. Alright, so because I have the Cartographer's Quill, let me just go ahead and fill in this little bit here. Cool. And I'll just walk over here. There we go. Perfect. Idealist scorecard. Yeah, I don't even really care. So we're just going to sell Cremire that as well. See, now I can afford both the Balestra and the Fountain Pen. See? Now I don't have to choose. Isn't that nice? Still looking for a good wind and a good lightning-based Arcana, though. I'd say after 3 floors, it's looking more and more likely that might not be a thing, but... Ow. I made it stupid. And that was bad timing on my behalf. I shouldn't have been going for the charged attack. Ooh, fiery paintbrush. Seeing a lot of good relics. Iris has been iffy in her implementation of Arcana, so again, we will wait and see. But right now, fiery paintbrush is pretty high on the list. Yeah, I can't teleport through that, unfortunately. Strangely, much against my own advice, I'm trying to go for the charged hit every time, and sometimes you don't have time for that shit. Sometimes you just need to get a move on. What the hell? Oh, Wind Rogue. God, I hate those guys. What the hell? Alright, this floor is kicking my ass. Oh my god. Alright, all y'all stop. Cut it the hell out. Well, let me just use this so it builds up the ancient fountain pen. I'm not going to get into a fight for a while here. Alright, where am I going? South. So to share something that's annoying me, one of my friends sent me a lovely little package for Christmas that I'm really happy with. And I wanted to send something back to said friend in a physical form to show that, hey, not only do I appreciate this, but hey, I got something for you too. The problem is, what I'm trying to send apparently is very difficult to find in physical form, so what I'm noticing... yeah, we'll take that. What I'm noticing is that, like I said, it's hard to find what I'm trying to find in a physical form. Because I'm trying to send a package, not necessarily just digital goods. So, my options at the moment, and yes, I'm aware I didn't give anything to the doctor, probably won't give anything to Nocturne either, but... I mean, maybe. At this point, we've covered the floor. Alright, so let's fight the boss, see how much money we have after beating Grand Summoner. There we go, much better. You are limited edition robe. I mean, it's not super helpful, but let's pick it up anyway. Alright. So what am I thinking? So that's a maybe. Let's actually start by buying Flame Cleaver, and then I'll give Nocturne that and see if he gives me something even more interesting. Remember, electric or wind. That's what we're looking for. You know, I'm totally okay with rushing Typhoon. Now, is there a relic I want to purchase? Yes. Perfect. Now we're looking good. And yes, I did see the relic rewards card there, but I don't think it's necessarily important considering how my money is being spent at the moment. There we go. Tee. Alright, well, that particular combo didn't work out right. Owie. Oh, that was dumb. Ha! Beautiful. And is that Wavefront, or... It is. See, as much as I like Chaotic Rift, I was thinking, you know, this is going to be all about positioning and whatnot. Shouldn't I have something that allows me to break through enemy guard or work on the whole power angle a bit more? That having been said, I am going to keep Chaotic Rift because it is my favorite dash, but keeping in mind that there was something I was thinking about. Alright, now what I could really use is a good Electric Arcana. And at this point, I don't need to be too picky. It doesn't need to be anything that works particularly well with one type of build. Matter of fact, it would almost be better if I got something that focused a little differently, like Spark Array. Smart. Okay, this is the one time in which I kind of think Naya is messing with me a little bit. There we go. Yeah, freezing those guys is a bad idea because then when you break... Wait, what? I'm stupid. Yeah, freezing the big guys is a problem because as soon as you hit them out of their freeze, they just immediately go back to what they were doing because they don't suffer knockback. So big jelly guys are not necessarily the things you want to be freezing. This is one of the robes where the upgrade isn't necessarily super important. It's not like when you're wearing the Awe robe and like one of the top things you're looking for is the robe upgrade. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I just don't get to fight back? Alright. Okay, so is every room basically I don't get to fight back? This is why I would like to have at least one thing be range. That way I don't have to be caught by surprise by things like that. Like just everything having this weird long-range area of effect. And it seems like that room was kind of designed to kick your ass. I'm pretty sure the shrapnel should have hit you, but... Okay, game, when am I allowed to fight back? Seriously, what is going on here? And this... For those of you wondering, yes, this is why I typically suggest that you don't go pure melee. Because sometimes you need to be able to react to something at not only a little bit faster, but at a little bit more range. Also, how are you still alive? I mean, I see magnetic breakers there, but I've never had good luck with magnetic breakers. Still, it is ranged, and that is what I was talking about. The whole point of them is to act as a get-off-me option at range, so it's just a nice long-range response, which I think at the moment is more so what I need than anything else. And it's doing more damage than I thought it would. Alright, I see two things here I want. Or rather, one thing I want and one thing I need. So start with the thing I need. And then hopefully I can afford the thing that I want in just a bit here. I'm not sure I'm going to make enough money from the boss, so let's see if I can't earn a little bit of money by just kicking things. See, right now I'm used to the controls of Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, so I'm trying to just hold down the B button to run, and... well, actually that's not working. Alright, well hopefully I don't have to... Oh, hey, I can afford it. Very good. So let's go back and grab the merchant's cart. Which, that's just a quick 11.25% damage upgrade, which I love. So let me get back, let me finish what I was saying. I got completely lost in my own train of thought here. So, I want to pick up a specific physical item, but it seems like I can't do so locally. I have to order it and have it shipped to me. Which, again, I wouldn't mind that so much, except for I'm trying to send it to someone as a present. So, now my question is, do I even bother having it shipped to me? Or should I just send it directly to my friend? And then worry about maybe sending other things? It seems like these... Screw. I don't have any use for that. Oh, now you offer me dynamic disarray. Thanks, game. Alright, well, let's wait and see what else I can pick up. Alright, gotta focus on not getting dead. Let's just use that. Alright, what do you got for me? Give me the Crimson Clover. The Dark Sage! That seems dangerous considering your health level! Well, yes it does, but at the same time, I also feel as though the damage improvement will be worth it. By the way, that doesn't mean much because ouch. Because I still have to solve the puzzle to get map completion. You want to see your friend Superman? Then solve my puzzle. Okay, solved. Also, last I checked, my name wasn't Kal-El. Well, Crimson Clover made an immediate difference in my DPS. Alright. Further north we must travel. Into the Viking lands, inhabited by snow and berserkers. So the whole reason why I brought that up, though, is I kind of wanted to ask as a opinion question. Should I bother having it sent to me as something to send to someone else, or should I just cut out the middleman and send it to my friend directly? Right now I'm leaning towards that second one. If I'm not going to be able to just go buy it in store, then I think that second option is probably the smarter option. And that's ultimately what I was hoping to do, is just buy something to send in store. But, you know, sometimes things don't work out the way we want them to. Thinking either Elven Ears or Catalytic Vial on this one, and I'm not 100%. I'm also still trying to decide if I want to do the Magnetic Breakers upgrade or go for Dynamic Disarray. I'm pretty sure I want to go for Dynamic Disarray, but... Here we go. It's 93%. Where's the rest of the map completion? Over there. Well, not over there, but a lot of it is still further north. Here we go. Alright, so I can afford one of the two big ones. That was kind of a no-brainer. And yes, it has lower base damage, but it also has greater crowd control. Oh my goodness! Oh, honey, you'd have made my day. Go, birds! You can do it! Ah, screwed up. Owie, 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 owie. That was painful. No, you suck. Go away. No, thank you. I teleported in the wrong direction. And that was still on cooldown. Genius me. There, see, having something to work at range, even when you're doing primarily melee, is just a good idea. Oh, I thought he was low enough on health. I can just do one tap him, but oh well. Magnetic breakers again. There we go. Alright, now we have full Arcana. Or not, well, Arcana too, but full relics. Just kind of stopped in the middle of the animation. I think the sword will keep animating, but I can just sit here. I mean, that's how sword slashes usually work, right? The sword does the work all on its own. Really? That sucked. There we go, that's a good combo. No, 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 don't hit me with that. There we go. And Fiery Paintbrush plus Crimson Clover was just the ticket there. Woo-wee! Rocking that Fiery Paintbrush, I love it! Well, thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate the support. Hopefully you'll be understanding of the idea that I just completely lost track of time yesterday. And that's basically what it boils down to. I wasn't like having major issues. I just completely lost track of time. So I apologize, everybody. I'll do better to try to keep track of time. And by the way, coming up next is going to be the first theme run for the Dark Lady Sorceress theme poll. And I'm looking forward to seeing who won, though I have a pretty good idea. So again, thank you guys very much for joining me on this and sharing some of your free time with me. I very much appreciate it. If you could support the channel by dropping a like, leaving a comment, hey, maybe even share this video with some of your friends. Do your best to get the word out, is what I'm trying to say. And I will catch you guys in another episode. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.